Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Camille Dawson. I am with the State Department's Bureau of Global Public Affairs. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation, discussion, and luncheon focused on the USA Pavilion at Expo 2025. I am pleased this morning to introduce you to the Deputy Secretary of State, Kurt Campbell. Prior to his appointment as Deputy Secretary, Mr. Campbell was the Deputy Assistant to the President and Coordinator for Indo-Pacific Affairs on the National Security Council. Deputy Secretary Campbell has had a distinguished career in both the public and private sector, including positions with the Asia Group, the Center for New American Security, the Aspen Strategy Group, and, of course, positions at the Department of State, Department of Treasury, the NSC, and with the U.S. Naval Reserves. So please join me in welcoming Deputy Secretary of State, Kurt Campbell.
Camille, thank you very much, and congratulations on taking on this new role. We're thrilled to have your skill and capability dedicated to this important project and the work that you're going to be doing in public diplomacy. Friends, look, it is a pleasure to be with you here today to highlight the USA Pavilion at Expo 2025 in Osaka. But before we get started to talk about this, I do have a brief statement I'd like to make. We'll be taking questions later today, but just want to put this on the record if we can. So we are watching the recent developments in the ROK with grave concern. We're seeking to engage our ROK counterparts at every level, both here and in Seoul. The President, the National Security Advisor, the Secretary of State, have all been briefed on developments and are being kept appraised of the situation as it unfolds. I do want to underscore that our alliance with the ROK is ironclad, and we stand by Korea in their time of uncertainty. I also want to just underscore that we have every hope and expectation that any political disputes will be resolved peacefully and in accordance with the rule of law. We'll have more to say as the situation develops. I do want to just turn our attention to the importance of the Expo as we go forward. Many of us have been involved in these projects in the past. They're extremely exciting. They give us the opportunity to highlight the United States to groups of people globally. We're joined today by a special friend, a wonderful counterpart, probably my closest partner in the diplomatic community, Ambassador Yamada. Can I ask you all to give him just a warm thank you? Our Japanese friends are incredible partners in this, and I think we are absolutely determined to make sure that our pavilion is of the very highest quality and represents the United States in the best possible way. I want to thank Christian Lichell from BRC Imagination Arts. Christian, can you stand up as well, if you could, please? I didn't get a chance to meet with you. Thank you, Christian. He is our pavilion exhibit designer, and we're going to unfurl a few things today so you get a sense, and we're going to reveal our mascot and give us a sneak peek at one of our pavilion exhibits here today. So thank you for joining us. I do want to say that we have a variety of friends on Capitol Hill that have done so much for us. We've had the strongest possible support from Senator Duckworth. She'll be joining us at part of the events going forward. She has been our champion on Capitol Hill. We thank her. Others from Capitol Hill are here to ensure that there is the broadest possible support from both the executive and legislative branches. I also want to thank, just personally and with the deepest possible respect, Lee Satterfield. Lee has been our engine of everything that we do in terms of public diplomacy. She has stepped into the hardest possible challenges and carried this mission with a deep sense of passion and commitment. I'm going to force you to stand up, Lee. Thank you, everyone. So I myself have been involved with a number of pavilions. They're always important venues to highlight aspects of American culture. This is going to be a unique opportunity. Some of these events are the most followed public examples of diplomacy that we are aware of. Hi, please come on in. And so these are tremendous opportunities for us to engage a broad group of people, not just Japanese friends, but visitors from throughout the world, in Asia in particular. The USA Pavilion theme is Imagine What We Can Create Together. From the 28 million projected visitors to the 160 governments expected in Osaka, to an innovative digital presence that can endure well beyond the Expo, I believe that we have a unique opportunity together to create a lasting impact through strategic investment and engagement at Expo 2025. We've learned a lot from previous Expos, and I think we want to apply that, and we understand the significance of it. It's a thrill for me to be able to help launch this today. All the supporters, all those who've played a role, I want to thank all of our friends from the corporate community. This is a public-private partnership. We treasure it. We think it's of vital significance. We are determined to put our absolute best foot forward. I thank you all for joining us in this wonderful venue today to announce the launching of this. I hope you enjoyed the event. It's my great pleasure to bring Ambassador Yamada up to the stage to perhaps offer a few words of support for this critical endeavor going forward. I do not remember a time that the U.S.-Japan relationship has been stronger, and we continue to want to strengthen it going forward, and this Expo event will give us the opportunity to link our peoples together even more closely. Let's welcome Ambassador Yamada to the stage.
Okay, Carl, thank you very much for your introduction, and thank you. I'm very much delighted to be here with Deputy Secretary Campbell and all the members of business community here for the unveiling of U.S. Pavilion, and I understand the unveiling of U.S. Pavilion's mascot for the Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai, Japan. It was 1970 when we hosted last Expo in Japan. I was a 6-year-old boy when my family took me there. And it was an amazing opportunity for me to see the future technologies. And also something else was also amazing to me at that occasion. That was the Expo was the first place that opened my doors to outside world. And it made me realize about the diversity of the countries in the world. Probably the seed was planted at that time there that led me to become a diplomat. I still remember the theme song of the Expo. 世界の国からこんにちは. Hello from all over the world. And since then, half a century has passed. But by hosting Expo at that time, we demonstrated that Japan fully recovered from the devastation of the war and became a vibrant economy again. Next year in Osaka, with your help, under the theme of designing future society for our lives, we will showcase ideas and technologies to solve global challenges we face today. The theme of the U.S. Pavilion, Imagine What We Can Create Together, shares that spirit. And I am excited to hear that the visitors to U.S. Pavilion will have opportunities to enjoy various aspects of the United States, such as the natural beauty, its music and food, and its commitment to space exploration. And this entire thing was made possible thanks to the dedication of the State Department's Expo team, which worked very closely, tirelessly, with us and my colleagues in Japan, Tokyo, Osaka, and here at the embassy. So I very much appreciate all the efforts the State Department has put into this endeavor. The Expo is a platform where people from all over the world can interact and also share perspectives on the future development of the humankind. And as the host country, we are doing our best to ensure that this platform works well for everyone, including the United States. But we cannot do this without the active participation of everyone here, including the business community. We are one team, so as Deputy Secretary said, I hope that our joint work at this Expo Osaka Kansai will be an opportunity to deepen our ties between our two countries and also the ties between the peoples of Japan and the United States. And as I said, the theme of the US Pavilion is imagine what we can create together. And as Deputy Secretary briefly mentioned, as global partners between Japan and the United States, we are also creating our future together. And our countries are working shoulder to shoulder to deal with various serious challenges international community now faces. And I think it has been a long time since I started to work closely with Deputy Secretary, but since then, when we started to work on our bilateral relationship, I can say that we have moved on from the bilateral to regional and now truly global partnership. We are working together as indispensable partners throughout the world on various global challenges. And as we face or we go through changes in our political leadership, I am convinced that our two countries' relationship will only continue to grow. So in closing, I hope that the Osaka Kansai Expo will be an opportunity for people from around the world to see firsthand the potential of what lies ahead. And I know, as I said, everyone here is a member of our team, and everybody is working very hard to make Osaka Expo a great success. So I would like to thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.
Okay, it is now my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Christian Lachelle of BRC Imagination Arts, our USA Pavilion exhibit designer. BRC Imagination Arts is a full-service strategic design and production company with extensive experience designing pavilions for expos and the Olympics. As Chief Creative Officer at BRC, Mr. Lachelle has spent nearly 3 decades leading projects from conception to implementation. He is a seasoned World Expo designer and director who started his Expo career at the 2005 Aichi World Expo in Japan on the award-winning USA Pavilion. Other notable World Expo projects include USA and other pavilions at Expo 2010 Shanghai, Expo 2015 Milan, and Expo 2017 Astana. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Christian Lachelle.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure this is in a good place. Thank you, Deputy Secretary of State Campbell, for hosting this today. Really appreciate that, and it's been great to be on several Expo journeys together. And also thank you, Japanese Ambassador Yamada, for your comments, and couldn't agree more with the importance of World Expos in our world and the things that we get to do together. I also want to thank our State Department, U.S. State Department Expo unit and team that we've been working very closely with. All of this work is a shared adventure. Nobody does a project alone. It takes a team. and that is embodied with the U.S. State Department Expo unit and that group. We also have some amazing partners with ES Global, Alchemy, Trehan Architects, and of course the BRC Imagination Arts team in Burbank, California. Today we're excited to share 2 pavilion reveals with you. This is by no means our full experiential program, I guarantee that. There's a lot more surprises ahead. But we hope that what we share today will excite you to follow us as we lead up to the opening day of the Osaka World Expo. For our first reveal, we want to introduce our pavilion mascot, Spark. And without further ado, Monica, if you could play our video. Maybe we'll do it one more time. That was a little quick, all right. Now look at the cute mascot. One more time. I see some lovely smiles. Thank you so much. That was great. Spark follows a long history of mascots at World Expos. And what we love about Spark is Spark represents that spark of imagination and innovation that really lives in all of us. There is something inside each of us that has that imagination, and when we use it, we can innovate our way into all kinds of new types of experiences and ideas that will change the world. Spark also, if we want to move to the next slide, we can stay at that one, that's cute. Spark also embodies our pavilion theme, imagining what we can create together. There's a sense of energy and vibrancy about Spark, and also a very warm and friendly smile that I think visitors will really enjoy. Spark's design, as you can see, is inspired by American symbols and motifs and colors. Of course, the stars and the stripes and the red, white, and blue. Spark will serve as our friendly, if you want to go to the next one. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Spark will serve as our friendly pavilion host, helping to guide visitors of all ages through our pavilion experience. And it's really important that we design something that works for everybody. We really want to see families and friends and people of all ages enjoying the U.S. Pavilion together. Of course, Spark is not alone. Spark will be accompanied by our welcoming USA Pavilion youth ambassadors, which at past expos have been one of the stars of the Expo show. Together, guests will travel through a series of connected imagination realms. And each of these realms, we're only going to reveal one of them today. And so for our second reveal, we like to share just one of these realms. And that realm is, let's see, we're going to switch over to the images, if you don't mind. We're working on it. Stand by. Maybe we can dance like Spark. Let's maybe smile. Okay. It's coming. We'll get there in a minute. All right. Perfect, here we go. We'll go full screen and then we're ready to roll. Thank you, Monica and team. All right, so welcome to the imagination realm of innovation. This will be the first realm that we'll reveal. Here, guests are invited to imagine what we can create together as we explore exciting innovations that will empower our lives and our world. Spark and our live host, this is where we're going to meet one of our live youth ambassadors, will share the latest innovations and futuristic ideas from across the United States as a whiteboard of blue sky ideas come to life and energize our imagination. Because everything starts with a spark and a little bit of imagination. Starts with that blue sky. And it will celebrate the power of creativity and collaboration, which are essential for any great idea to come to life. In the innovation realm, we'll see inspiring ideas. Monica, if you want to change up. Next one. Oh, next one. Yep. Here it comes, little by little. It's coming. In the innovation realm, we'll see inspiring ideas from agricultural technologies, healthcare and nanotechnologies, and advanced material science and industrial design. And these are just some of the highlights, and there's more to come. In the coming months, we'll be sharing a lot more about what's happening in other parts of the pavilion, but you can see here. So in this image, you can see this is one of the realms. You can see the circular screens. Those are all a series of different media. You can see the stage where our host, our youth ambassador, is located, and of course, Spark will be engaging with the audiences and bringing these stories to life in a very immersive and exciting way. So these are some of the experiences that you'll have to enjoy at the USA Pavilion. We want to encourage you to follow and join us. There will be more. There's a bunch of, I can't say it yet, but some really cool surprises ahead. And we look forward to welcoming everybody soon in Osaka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian, for that presentation and for introducing us to Spark. I'd like to thank the members of the press for attending, invite the press to depart now, and for the rest of our guests, we will now begin the luncheon. Thank you.